landing the job that you'll love, okay? First and last impressions are influential. We know this, okay? Your cover letter, your resume should be accurate, free of typos, and appropriate for the job that you're seeking. Again, look for workshops. Get it down. Get it right, because that's the first thing they're going to see. And if you've got typos all over your cover letter and there's not a complete sentence in there, they're not going to hire you. Okay? So do you wonder why your comp class matters to your career? It matters a lot to your career because it might be the first impression that employer has of you. Dress for success. You should always, when you go in for an interview, dress one level above what the typical way of dressing in that environment is. Okay? So if you're going to, an oil change place, you're not going to wear a tie to go in for your interview, but you should wear your clean dickies, okay? Not the oil-stained ones, okay? One level up for success. Smile and make eye contact. People they infer things from your body language for valid or invalid reasons, okay? And everybody in HR, not everybody, I shouldn't say that. A lot of people in HR think that they can read body language even if they can't, okay? So you need to project a body language of confidence, okay? Use a firm handshake. This is one I saw a study from recently, that an actual experiment where they had people give different types of handshakes, the firm handshake, the wet fish, okay? And yeah, it matters. What was interesting is it mattered even more for women. Women out there give a firm handshake, okay? It influences hiring decisions. Send thank you cards or thank you emails afterwards. And what I recommend is take down little notes of your interactions with people and put them in your thank you cards. If you went out to lunch with someone and said, hey, thanks for taking me out for Qdoba. Those burritos were great. Okay? If you heard about someone's, childhood on the tobacco farm, say that was really interesting because it shows that you were paying attention and that you thought that person was worthwhile enough for you to remember something specific about your interaction with them. Do your homework before the interview. Get on the website, find out what is the strategy of this organization. What is the language of this organization? Use the words of that organization in your interaction with those people. You can find out a lot by doing your homework. So understand the organization. Identify who will be involved in the selection process if you can ahead of time. Remember their names so that when you interact with them, you can say, thanks, Judy, for asking me that question. Okay? People love to hear their names. If you know the people's names that and write a cheat sheet. Okay? You don't have to memorize it. Write it down on your notes right in front of you. Okay? Have a good interview. You start this by listening carefully. You can paraphrase what they say to you in the question. You can invite clarification if necessary. Some of these interview questions they'll ask in 3 parts. You can't remember it all. Say, well, could you remind me again what that question was? This is what I heard. They'll ask you again. Okay? Respond thoughtfully. Start with a pause to reflect and gather your thoughts. Okay? Barack Obama's great at this, if you ever saw those debates. He would always stop and pause and think. And then he would respond. Okay? But our first reaction in an interview is to just start talking. Okay? Be disciplined. Calm it down. Think. Okay? Don't just answer the question. They're not looking for just an answer. They want a response. It should be a conversation. They want you to elaborate. Okay? So fill that conversation, that interview with you talking. Provide examples of your past behavior. Don't talk in broad generalities. I'm a people person. How many people are people persons? Everybody's a people person. I don't care if you think you're a people person. What did you do that helped people interact? Avoid negative characterizations of others. It never pays to badmouth your old boss or your old coworkers, even if they deserve it in your mind. It's not going to help you get that job. The impression that they're going to get is that this person's a sour apple. And if they talk bad about them, they're going to talk bad about me. They're going to be a problem employee. Why would I want to hire that type of person? I wouldn't. Okay, never talk bad about a former employer. Prepare questions to ask the interviewer. They're going to judge you on the questions you ask them. Okay? So for example, you might ask, what are the biggest challenges facing the organization right now? That gives you a great in to say, hey, I've got strengths to address those challenges. I'm the right person for you. Okay? To land a job, cultivate confidence. You need to be confident. We know that. How do you do this? Inventory all your successes that you've had in life. Think back, when have I been successful? Recall the details of each success. Reflect how it felt to be success. This is the method of acting. Okay, method acting, where you kind of go back in your mind and you recall an emotion. You can do this for a job interview. Think of a time when you felt strong and confident. Then you will be strong and confident. Remember that you're still that person who succeeded. Practice the body language of confidence. Get in front of the mirror. Get your posture right. Practice eye contact. Have an assured smile. Get a pep talk from someone that you trust.